How's it, Aiden? Just two questions. The first one is just quickly, is Temba ready to go? And the second one is, you have actually lost more ODIs yourself now against Bangladesh than you've won ODIs against Bangladesh. And South Africa's also lost more World Cup games against Bangladesh than they've won. So what do you sort of put that down to, and does that put your guys on high alert that you have to be fully firing from the get-go?
Yeah, on Thames, he's definitely improving, so there hasn't been a final call just yet on him. I think they're going to make the call tomorrow, but he is at least in better spirits. And then, yeah, whenever you play Bangladesh, it's obviously a massive game for us. We haven't done particularly well against them in the past, so that's extra motivation for us to come out and replicate what was a good performance against England, but more from an intensity level and a standards level. That's something that we're going to try focus on, and trust that if we take care of those sorts of things, hopefully it's enough for us on the day.
What would be the quantum of confidence, the gain from such an impressive win and a performance, especially when you're taking on a team from a subcontinent?
Yeah, the game last night, or not last night, a couple nights ago, was a good game for us, but you still have to respect the fact that it's a new game of cricket starting tomorrow, and against the opposition that's become a really good white ball team, and then put them into subcontinent conditions. Obviously that aids them very well as well. So we have to respect that fact. You can never take form as an individual or as a team for granted, and it's about us coming here tomorrow with positive mindsets, taking confidence that we can take, but understanding that we have to replicate that all again to hopefully get a good result.
Aiden, there's been some talk about whether it might be unfair on the Proteas that the other World Cup is providing such a massive distraction, certainly at home, but I actually wondered whether that was a very pleasant and welcome distraction for you rather than a negative one.
Yeah, I mean, we're following the rugby as much as everyone else, to be honest, so it could be a distraction for us, a good distraction for us as well. We making all the time available to watch their games, and I suppose a lot of the hype is around them right now, and rightly so. They're doing some special things once again as a team. It inspires us as a team, but we've not tried to put too much focus on sort of outside noise, for lack of a better word. But we're trying to take motivation and inspiration from them, and certainly their performance to get into another final provided us with an extra bit of oomph as well going into tomorrow.
Hi, Aiden. South Africa looks like in the mood of thrashing everything. So other side Bangladesh is struggling. So do you think this is the perfect time to meet Bangladesh in this World Cup, according to the condition and the opponent strength and the performance?
No, I don't think you can ever say it's a perfect time to play anyone. I think we've all seen in this World Cup now that any team can beat any team on a given day, and if you don't respect that fact, I think the game of cricket can really hurt you. So tomorrow is an opportunity for us to take a bit of confidence that we took from England, but ultimately to try replicate it. That's the challenge, and that's what we're striving towards. And if we bring the right attitudes and the right intensities, we feel we give ourselves a good chance. It's never a guaranteed result at the end of it, but it certainly aids us as a team to hopefully perform well.
Aiden, you're no stranger to captaincy, but I wonder how it was different the other night, given the stage and the occasion. And then also, there's a lot of guys out there for an optional training session. What's going on?
Yeah, the guys love hitting balls and bowling. But I suppose, I mean, that opportunity to captain the previous game is not down to how you'd like things to happen. It was very unfortunate for Temba, and we obviously missed his leadership on the field. But guys are here, they're keen to always chip away at their games and improve, and I think that's why you see quite a few guys here. But I do certainly think our previous game here was a bit of a rude awakening. We always knew it was going to be hot and humid, coming to India in general, and especially Mumbai and places like Chennai. But it was quite brutal the other night. So Most of the guys have got their feet up, but there are still one or two just ticking a few boxes and making sure that mentally they go into tomorrow feeling ready.
Sorry, Julian, before we speak. Can you please ensure that your phones are on mute or on vibrate, please? No beeps or sounds. Thank you. Thanks. Can we take the last couple of questions?
Yeah. Hello, Aiden. How is Heinrich Klaassen shaping up? He looked out on his feet after his century the other day.
Yeah, he's good. He certainly was man down. Like I mentioned, the conditions were pretty brutal, and he did a lot of hard work for us out there, and I think it took quite a lot out of him. But he pulled up nicely sort of after the game. Obviously, the body was really sore and he was quite fatigued, but been sort of trying to get treatment and rest yesterday, and very much so the same today in order to get himself good. But as far as I'm aware, you'll do well to keep him off a cricket field. He's quite a tough guy, and he'll be itching to go again tomorrow, I'm sure.
And can I just ask you, how do you account for your relatively poor record against Bangladesh? Where do you think they've caused you problems in the past?
Yeah, I mean they're a fantastic team, and if you don't rock up on the day, and if your skills let you down on the day against a team like Bangladesh, you will be put under a lot of pressure. So that's probably where we've got it wrong in the past. Naturally, they bring a great attack that is well rounded now. You can't just say they're going to bring fantastic spinners, because their seamers have done a great job in the recent past. So they're a fantastic team, and it's like I mentioned, it's up to us rocking up here tomorrow, understanding what we need to do to get a good result, and trusting in that process that the coach and the captain has been driving.
Just on Classy, I guess two-pronged questions. Firstly, why do you think that he specifically struggled so much? Is it because he sweats a lot, or what's? And the other thing is, like, how does that recovery process look like? You mentioned a lot of treatment. What does it entail?
Yeah, Classy is a big sweater, so I assume it would play a role. But I think for anyone in those conditions, it would have taken a lot out of them, and would have taken a day or two to recover, most certainly. So it's not his fault that he sweats a lot, but unfortunately that's what he does, and he gets quite worked up out there in the middle. I'm sure we all saw that. He's a competitor, and he's really passionate about trying to do well for his country, and I think you combine all of those factors together, and come the end of the game, I think you're quite fatigued. So the treatment and stuff he's been doing, obviously a lot of sleep. It's one of the most important things, and it's quite easy to do. But nutrition, massages, checking in with the physio, those sorts of things are quite important. So he's loading up his fuel tank, and hopefully he'll be in a good space to go again tomorrow.
Hi, Aiden. South Africa have not batted second too many times in this World Cup, in this year actually. Chasing 200 plus was also a while back for South Africa. So how do you prepare for that in the nets or in your team plans if that situation comes up tomorrow? Because batting first, like you all showed us, is a high scoring game, and the only time you batted second in this World Cup ended up in a loss against Netherlands.
Yeah, it's more of an approach where we're trying to see it as, especially to get in as bad as we're almost trying to approach it as if we're still setting a target. Although we are chasing in the game itself, to apply yourself as a batter and to get yourself in, doing it the same way as you would if you were setting a target. And then once you're feeling in, to sort of try understand the situation and what's required of you at that certain time. So we have batted a lot, and we haven't chased a lot. So it'll be a great challenge if we do get to chase tomorrow and try implement what we've been chatting about on off the field.
Hi, Aiden. Basically, on your overall campaign, playing in the subcontinent conditions, is your team more comfortable now playing in these conditions? How has that been an advantage?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're fortunate with quite a few guys now being involved in the IPL. So having experienced the various grounds, because each venue is quite different in terms of conditions, and having that experience now within the camp certainly helps us as a team. I still think if you look at it generally, the wickets have been really good. So we expected to come here, and the wickets play pretty well. And plans and the build up towards this World Cup was with that in mind. So that's pretty much where we're at. The experience of IPL players, I suppose, has really helped, and then experience from guys in the management, the coaching staff that have played a lot of cricket here in India or coached in IPLs has also helped us a lot.
Aiden, Bangladesh captain Shakib Al Hasan obviously didn't play in the last match and still unsure whether he'll play out tomorrow or not. So how does the plan changes for you according to whether he plays or not?
Yeah, I think you do your homework on if he plays, and then if he's not playing, what does the combination of their team look like after that? So you cover both those bases really. Obviously understand that he's a fantastic player, really experienced, and a massive player for Bangladesh. There's no doubt about that. So whether he plays or not, we've addressed game plans and things like that we as a team can try implement tomorrow. But whether he plays or not, we don't have too much of a role in that.